My name is CJ Dean, or how you guys can see, Charles J. Dean, but my friends and family call me CJ. And today I will be presenting my favorite SMP thing. Hope you guys enjoy it. Today I will be presenting the monkey business illusion. The reason why I chose this illusion is because I've always found it super fascinating how much we can actually miss when we're actually focused on one specific task at hand. I remember seeing this when I was as little as almost 10 years old to middle school and my senior year. I remember I've watched this multiple times and I always forget something that's happened, and I sometimes forget the monkey, sometimes forget the other things that occurred, and I always just found this super fascinating. I kind of have a past with this, so I figured I'd learn more about it. To start things off, I would like to talk about the original theory with the idea of focusing on a certain object at hand. Believed by the majority of psychologists around the world that as an individual could concentrate on what they were concentrating on, but if something unexpected or anomalous were to occur, the individual's attention would then shift to the exact unexpected event that occurred. And what is meant by this is that if you are doing something or you are locked in on something, as said, and something unexpected were to happen, your then vision or your concentrated self would then move. It would shift, and then you would lose sense of what you were on, and then you would attract your attention to that new previous topic that got it. But that was the original theory, and based off the monkey illusion, we can see that this was very much disproven. So with the monkey illusion, I would like to talk about the abstract of the experiment, or just the idea of what the experiment really is. So at the beginning of the video, you are asked to count the number of passes between the individuals wearing the white shirts. Participants in total consisted of 6 people. 3 were in black, 3 were in white, and the participants were on stage with a red background behind them. The group in black and the group in white were asked to pass around the basketball for the entirety of the video. So the video was roughly about a minute 30, 2 minutes, and what happens is it asks you to count the number of passes, as previously said. And there's 6 people, and they all circle around each other, passing the basketball, and you're asked just to count the number of passes between the one set group. And throughout that process, you might notice a certain number of things happen, or you might not. So throughout the experiment, certain things were discovered. What was discovered is that a gorilla actually walked to the center and danced. An individual from the black group left, and the color of the background completely changed from red to, I believe, yellow, if I'm not mistaken. What I find so fascinating about this is how we're all so focused on the group in white passing around the basketball that we completely were oblivious to the fact that a gorilla, a man or woman dressed in a gorilla costume, walked to the center of the stage, danced, and then walked out, and nobody noticed. Or the fact that the number of individuals went from 6 to 5, and what shocked me also is that the background completely changed. If you go back and watch each individual one of these, you can see the individual leaving. You can see the gorilla actually just walking up to the center and leaving. And you can also see the background completely change, which I find extremely, extremely cool. So one might ask, why does this occur? The reason we don't see or recognize the significant changes that occur is because we as viewers weren't expecting it. The viewers were asked to focus on one task, this task being able to count the number of passes. As we are focused on one specific task, we lose sense of the surrounding. In response, we miss the changes that happen throughout the video. Something as obvious as a gorilla can still be unnoticed. For example, if you were outside, let's say you're watching the sunset, and while you're watching the sunset, could you imagine the complete entirety of the background, the sky changing, and you're not being able to notice the difference until you actually realized it? Something like that. And it also just makes me realize like how much I've missed in the past while focusing on one specific task, how much I've really missed. And lastly, what happens if you expect the unexpected? For example, if you've seen this video before, what happens if you expect the gorilla? What happens if you expect the changes that happen? And As the video became more and more viral, the question, what happens if I expect the gorilla? The answer is easy, is that knowing that unexpected might occur doesn't prevent you from missing unexpected events. In reality, it can make you more susceptible to other odd events that may occur. This is because if you're expecting the gorilla to come out, you then put your focus into another source that will cause you then to become blind to the other changes that occurred. In this case, the fact that someone walked off the stage and the background changes all takes sense. So that is my presentation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.